Hey, beautiful souls, welcome in, especially if you are a Pisces Cusp baby, or maybe you just have strong Pisces, Aries placements. This is for you, your Pisces, for the Pisces Aries Cusp, your bonus energy check in for the last few days of May. And we are at a turning point, so let's dive into the messages for the last few days of May, especially let's start with around from the 25th until the 21st. Talk about what is been happening this beginning of this week and towards the end of this week, end of May. And, I just want to also thank you all for liking my videos, hitting the subscription button, and those of you that leave comments, even when it's just an emoji. It really does help this channel out. It helps this channel grow. It pushes out the videos to those also that need to hear the messages. So do go ahead and continue to please hit that like button. I'd really, truly appreciate it. And, we're in this major cosmic shift zone right now, right? And you're right at the center of it. From the 25th, around that day, Saturn moved into Aries. And that's a huge deal, especially for us crust babies who naturally feel both the dreamy emotional waters of Pisces and the fiery ambition of Aries, right? So this shift is really, it is about taking your dreams seriously. Pisces has a vision, or has the vision, right? The intuition, the soul connection, and Aries has the spark to move. And Saturn is stepping into Aries. It's like the universe is saying, no more dreaming. Let's build it. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's commit. But it doesn't also mean rushing, but getting going, right? Getting started. And you may feel this inner pressure, like something is trying to burst forward, but you're not sure what does the next steps look like. And that is okay, because between the new moon in Gemini around the 27th and the Mercury that conjuncts Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, that's all happening around at the same time. There's a lot of mental noise, downloads, and maybe even confusion and doubt. You might be even asking yourself, like, is this really the path I want? Am I ready to be seen in a new way? Can I trust this new chapter? Or when is this new chapter going to start? And just Spirit is saying, yes, you're feeling all of this because you're expanding. Koi fish, Spirit, there's always enough, right? So, like, these last few days of May, the last few days of May is asking you to move differently. You're not who you were 2 months ago. On the pre-shuffle as well, Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine also came out. So let's, at the bottom of the deck again, even though I did give it a good shuffle, split the deck and everything, that's come through. So this message, Let It Shine, is definitely for the Aries Pisces Cusp, but I will definitely dive into those messages now in a few minutes. You've outgrown so many old emotional habits, and you've been invited to emerge the wisdom of Pisces with the bravery of Aries. It's not about extremes, it's about integration, You being shown how to hold your vision like a Pisces, but then led with action like an Aries. And with the new moon in Gemini, this is also the perfect time to plant intentions, communication, and learning, business ideas. Don't be surprised if new conversations spark big realizations, or if you suddenly feel called to share something that you've been sitting with for a while. Another message coming through is watch how you speak to yourself at this time. With Mercury lighting up all the major planets, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, it's all a test. Are your thoughts supporting your future or sabotaging it? This week, Spirit wants you to catch yourself in those moments and just to rewrite the script. And let's not forget about the retrograde in Pluto energy that's also still happening. And I mean, it's deep, right? You may feel moments of emotional detox, like old fears, insecurities, or people from your past creeping in. It's not to derail you, but to show you how far you've come. Okay, this is a bit too many here. Okay, let's take them out anyway. We're taking these cards as your general energy for the remainder of May, but we're also going to dive into some love messages and also finances and career. I mean, yeah, so it's not to derail you, but to show how far you've come. And so, what do you need to know right now as a Pisces-Aries Cusp? One, you're not too late. You're not behind. You're being invited to start fresh, but this time more from a mature, soul-aligned place. And, you don't have to choose between your softness and your strength. I mean, you are both. Let yourself feel. Let yourself dream and let yourself lead, because you're not here to stay hidden. You're here to evolve and to inspire others by just being yourself, your full self. All right, beautiful souls, let's dive into the messages and the energy that's coming through the cards for your general energy. And oh wow, this is really deep, the messages that I'm getting through. Let's take a deep breath together. Hold it and release, because Spirit is definitely not holding back this week, and neither are you. Beautiful Pisces-Aries Cusp, did you hit that like button? I would really appreciate it if you do. And just perhaps leave me a comment, perhaps where you're watching from. Let's dive into the first card here from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, Koi Fish Spirit. There's always enough. 36 breaks down to 9, right? We're in the ninth year, right? This card is a gentle reminder from Spirit that you're not lacking, even if your physical world is telling you perhaps a different story, whether it's about money, support, love, or charity. This message is this is a message that abundance flows when we stop believing we're in survival mode, right? It's time to shift from scarcity, not just in your wallet, but in your energy. In how you talk to yourself or in how you trust the timing of your life. Let me know if your energy levels have been a little bit off these days, like one minute you feel okay and next minute you feel like your energy is being drained. And right at the bottom of the deck, this card, Peacock Spirit, Let It Shine, 46 breaks down to 10, kept wanting to coming out, even when I was like pre-shuffling before I got started on this video. I saw it about 2 times during the shuffle, and here it is again at the bottom of the deck, and Spirit says, this card has a message for you guys. And the message I'm getting through here for you is owning your truth. You're no longer dimming who you are just to stay safe. It's time for you to shine your inner light. Even if your voice trembles, it doesn't matter. Even if the past tries to silence you, because what's coming now is going to require your full self-expression. You need to express yourself even when your voice is trembling, and even if your past comes out to say hello. Diving into the tarot here, we have the Two of Swords and the Devil sitting right next to each other. And wow, some of you are perhaps standing at a mental crossroad. You may feel stuck between maybe even 2 choices, or torn between your logic and your emotions. And the devil was just highlighting old patterns or attachments that are pulling at you right now. There could be fears, maybe it's addictions, maybe it's toxic thoughts, or maybe it's just a relationship, or perhaps it's a situation that once made you feel powerful, but now it makes you feel drained. All right. And the energy is asking you, are you going to keep choosing fear, or are you going to start choosing freedom? And I know that it's easier said than done, especially here with the Five of Pentacles in the mix here. This card can really feel like rejection, loss, or simply on being on the outside looking in. You may feel maybe unsupported, maybe not heard, or like you've been trying your best and still feel unseen. And Spirit is just validating that, and you're not imagining it, but you're also not alone. Looking at the next row of cards here, we have the Knight of Wands, Three of Swords, Nine of Wands, the Chariot. Now, the Knight of Wands, she coming in hot here, fast, passionate. I feel like this is you. The fire is coming back. You might feel inconsistent at times, like you excited one moment and you've got a lot of energy, and the next minute you feel exhausted. But that's normal when you're healing and rebuilding your energy after a tough cycle. And I mean, speaking of healing, we've got the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands here together, right? This is a story of resilience. Someone here has been here that, or someone here has had their heart broken in ways that were meant to destroy them. But guess what? You're still standing. You're still fighting. And even though perhaps you're tired, you also are very close to a breakthrough, because here is the nine, and nine is basically close to a breakthrough, right? Double nines. Then we have the Chariot here, that this is momentum coming after this, that things are going to move forward. This is a clear sign that even if you feel like you're crawling out of something emotionally or financially heavy, you are not stuck, you are rising. You're learning how to steer your life without the old crutches, right? Without needing someone else's approval. You claiming your own direction. I mean, let's have a look here at the bottom of the deck. The King of Cups. Wow. Water energy coming through. Emotionally balanced, grounded, compassionate. I feel like this is who you're becoming. And also the energy that's coming towards you, whether it's love, friendship, support. This is a reminder that you are deeply loved by Spirit. Perhaps someone that is around you is bringing forth this energy. And you're learning to love yourself also in ways that stabilize everything around you. Let's dive in, pull maybe like 3 cards, get some love messages. What do you need to know about love and relationships for the remainder of May? And then maybe perhaps we can look at career and finances. Let's see what we've got. Okay. The Empress, the Ten of Wands, the Hermit. And here's Judgment at the bottom of the deck. You know, all right, so let's just take a moment to tune into the energy of your heart, because, I mean, these cards here for love for this week are really tender, wise, and I feel it's really pretty deep. I mean, the Empress here is leading the message, and I really love this for you. This is a powerful sign of self-worth, nurturing, and creative love energy. So whether you're single, in a connection, or maybe even healing something from the past, I feel that you're definitely in a season of remembering who you are when you're not begging for love. You are magnetic. You are love. And this card also does tell me that for some of you, someone does see your light, but you may have gotten so used to not being seen, so part of you doesn't fully see it yet. Now, the Ten of Wands coming through is just a truth bomb coming through. Like, love shouldn't feel like you have to carry everything on your own, that it doesn't come from one side, right? So some of you may be emotionally overgiving, trying to hold up a connection by yourself, or still carrying burdens, maybe even from past relationships or something that happened in the past with your current relationship. And Spirit's just asking, what can you finally lay down? What are you still carrying that isn't even yours to hold anymore? And I mean, here with the Hermit, the card is saying you might be in, or you need a quiet space to reconnect with yourself before you give your heart away. So perhaps this week you just need to go within this week. Some of you are in deep reflection right now. You're asking, what do I actually want in love? And that is a beautiful place to be in, especially under this week's Gemini energy. You know, we're in Gemini season and we're having a full moon in Gemini, or a new moon in Gemini. Lots of thoughts, but Spirit is trying to bring you clarity through this quiet moments. And I mean, here at the bottom of the deck with Judgment here, this is your awakening moment in love. Whether it's a final release, an old love story, or a decision to just stop shrinking in relationships. This card is your soul saying, yes, I'm ready to rise. I'm not who I used to be. So if someone from the past also does show up during this time, because they just might, you never know. Judgment is asking, is this aligned with who you are now or who you used to be? There's definitely big reflection here this week for you, but Spirit is holding your heart so gently through this, and Spirit is guiding you. So let's dive into messages regarding career and money, finances. What messages does Spirit have for you for this remaining of the week? See if we can get another 3 cards out here for love and money and career. Okay, Hangman, career and money. Okay, 6 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. And here is the 3 of Wands. Okay, so let's look at these cards here. What is happening around your goals, your grind, and just the way you're showing up for your dreams. Starting like here with the Hangman here, it tells me something really important, that Spirit may be slowing something down on purpose for you. Not to block you, but just to shift your perspective. So like if things have been feeling like on panic mode, or like progress is close but not quite there yet, you're not doing anything wrong. In fact, you're being guided to see your path in a new way, maybe even to rethink why you chasing the goal that you are. Some of you are even at a point where your mindset needs to match the vision you've been calling in, and Spirit's just saying you're not stuck, you're being rewired. Here we have the 6 of Wands, and this is really a huge win on the horizon. Wow. This is your spotlight card, recognition, an achievement that you've been working really hard on, or really working hard for, and there is people watching you, cheering you on. Even if you don't see it, you're rising slowly but surely. And next week, it's the 8 of Pentacles. You're not just dreaming, you're doing. The card is pure work ethic, commitment, showing up even when no one claps for you yet. And I love that this sits right next to the 6 of Wands here, because it shows that your consistent effort is literally creating space for the success that you want. And even here at the bottom of the deck, the 3 of Wands, expansion, momentum, waiting on a return for something that you've already planted. So this is a sign that your ships are coming in, especially if you've taken bold steps in the past 3 to 6 months, and Spirit's whispering, you've done the work, stay open. It's unfolding behind the scenes. You might even be thinking about launching perhaps something, collaborating, or taking your business into a new direction. And this card is also saying that the vision is valid. Start moving forward. Take the time for small moves. the time for small moves is now ending. You're starting to make bold decisions, bold moves to get things going, to keep moving. So I just want to pull one card maybe for advice for you, just general advice for this week before, to close out this message. Let's get one card for advice. Advice for the Pisces-Aries Cusp, please, Spirit, Angels, Ancestors, for this week, for the remainder of May. Okay. The moon and the sun. This is very interesting. A yes and a no. A no and a yes. Again, have you noticed here that we've got 9, 10, 9, 10. 9 and 10 mean something. With the 9-10 synchronicity coming through, I feel it's really big. I mean, number 9 is a number of release, endings, reflection, and we're in the year number 9, right? It's that final soul stretch before the breakthrough. 10 is completion, a turning point, the fresh chapter. I feel this is confirmation that you're closing out something major and you're going to be stepping into something that's meant for you. No more cycles on repeat, no more second guessing. I feel also with this moon and the sun coming through as your final advice for this week, there's a divine balance right here, the unknown and the no, the unknown, right? The no and the yes, and the shadow and the clarity, the fear and the freedom. You're being shown that even when things feel uncertain, hello moon, you're still on track, right? You're still on track. And you don't have to have all the answers right now. Just trust the path as it starts to unfold itself, right? Because what's hidden will be revealed all in divine timing. Everything is about divine timing. And I mean, with the sun this is your breakthrough, your joy, your peace, your everything is going to be okay moment. You're coming out of the fog, stronger, wiser, and so much more aligned. And Spirit's just saying, keep going, keep trusting. It's getting brighter from here. So beautiful souls, as we close this reading, I want to leave this with you, that you are stepping into alignment. Your emotions, your ambitions, your shadow and your light, your endings and your new beginning, they all synchronizing up to bring you exactly where you need to be. And Spirit's guiding you through a very powerful transformation. Let yourself feel, let yourself trust it, because I mean, you've got this, right? So let me know, beautiful souls, if this message resonated with you. Do give it a thumbs up, hit that subscription button, and remember, if you hit the like button, leave a comment, as well as you are a subscriber. Those 3 things, you can stand a chance to win a mini reading. I'll be doing the announcements of who's the winners of the mini readings on the 2nd of June, if all things go according to plan. Yeah, and let me know where you're tuning in from and what part of this reading really hit home for you. I'm sending you so much love, light, clarity for the road ahead. You're definitely not alone. Spirit's got you. And keep a look out for your June monthly, as that will be coming out soon. Love and light.